Tell me again who you are and where you're from.
Steve Hall from Birmingham, Alabama.
And you grew up in Birmingham, Alabama?
No, I grew up in Florida, but ended up in Birmingham. I don't know. Grew up near the beach, going to the beach every other day. Went to high school in Florida, in Fort Walton Beach.
How did you end up from almost a grown up in Florida to moving to Alabama?
I met a girl on the beach that lived in Florida, or lived in Alabama, and followed her to Alabama and married her.
And you're still married?
No, I'm not.
No. Do you have kids or anything?
No.
No? Single guy, so you're here by yourself in China?
Yes.
Where were you in a job before this?
I was working in Birmingham at a fabricator on actually a small portion of this project when I found out about this job here in China.
And you applied for the job?
Yeah, I applied for the job and was hired pretty much immediately.
That surprised you, or did you expect to get the job?
Yeah, it surprised me. I didn't expect it.
But you wanted to come to China?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Just for the experience. I've never left the country before. And just seemed like a good opportunity for me.
So what were your impressions of what China was going to be like versus what it's really like today?
I don't know. I didn't know what to expect when I got here. It was different. You know, stepping off into a different world, and but I've enjoyed it. You know, the people here are friendly. Met a lot of new friends over here. But how it was different, I don't know.
When did you get off the plane? When was that day?
That was in March of 2008.
Oh, you've been here a long time.
Yeah, I've been here almost 3 years now.
And you work for Calthrop?
Yes.
And tell us what your job's like.
What my job is like? Well, I'm one of the QA lead inspectors here. Oh, a typical day? Typical day just consists of reviewing inspectors' reports, you know, walking around the job site, checking the progress of the job.
Is the progress faster now than it was 3 years ago?
Oh, yeah.
What would be the difference?
I think the manpower is the main thing. They've got a lot more people working on the job now. You know, that, now they've got, you know, deadlines that they're trying to hit now. And whereas that wasn't too much of a factor at the beginning of the job. And of course, the learning curve that they've gone through too has kind of helped speed things up. But yeah, it's moving at a extremely fast pace now.
When you worked in Alabama, was there anything like that in your experience, like the size of this facility?
I worked at a considerably smaller fabricator than this when I was in Birmingham. We weren't capable of doing anything to this scale.
And when you walked in and saw this plant, what was your initial reaction?
Wow. I've never seen anything like this. This is a big place.
When you're not at work, what do you do?
I'm always at work. Just get out and see Shanghai. See the sights in Shanghai and in China.
Have you traveled outside of Shanghai?
Yeah.
In 3 years, what have you done?
I've been to the Philippines a couple of times, been to Hong Kong, been to Beijing. That's about it. Of course, back home every now and then.
Family still in Florida?
Yeah, my mother and 3 sisters.
And how often do you get to see them?
Not very often now. Of course, my mother sends me the news all the time.
How old's your mom?
She's 65.
Is she concerned about having a son in China?
Not really. She's kind of excited about it. So I brought her and my aunt over here last year, and they were here for about a month. They loved it.
When you wrap this project up in July, what are you going to do?
Probably going to take some time off. We've worked a lot of long, hard hours over here, and we're all about ready to take a couple months off and relax.
So you're from Florida. You grew up in Birmingham. Have you spent any time in San Francisco?
I spent about 2 weeks in San Francisco.
Have you been on the Bay Bridge?
Yep.
Are you looking forward to seeing the New Bay Bridge? Will you go back, actually, to see your finished work?
Yeah, I fully intend to, once the project's done, completely done, I intend to go back to San Francisco and take a look at it, drive over it.